Hi everyone, I'm Claire and this is my vlog, Loves Red Sews. So welcome if you are new and welcome back if you are an existing subscriber. So hello, it's been a couple of weeks. I have been away for a week. So last week I went to Wales for a week, and so I didn't put out a vlog last week because last Saturday I was travelling, which would have been the 14th of September, I believe. That was the day I was travelling, and then I thought I would just enjoy my week away without having to sort of worry about doing a vlog while I was away, and all the editing and everything else that comes with it. So I'm recording this on Saturday. It's the 21st of September, so we should have actually come back from holiday today, but we ended up coming back yesterday, last night. So what actually happened on holiday was a little bit unfortunate. So the day that we left on the Saturday, my husband started with a little bit of a sore throat, and it's just typical. He's not been ill for I can't even remember how long, and his job is incredibly stressful, and it's been very stressful for him. So we were both really looking forward to this break away and just have a kind of a nice relaxing week away with our little dog Ralph. And yeah, so on the Saturday that we were travelling, he woke up with a little bit of a sore throat, and we thought, oh no, that's it, he's coming down with a little cold or something. And we got, I think check-in on the Saturday was actually sort of 4 p.m. So we got there, I think it was somewhere around about 5, half 5. Kind of travelled most of Saturday, and we kind of left at about lunchtime, and so we obviously didn't do too much on the Saturday when we arrived. And then on the Sunday, it was absolutely pouring down with rain all day. So we decided to kind of have a bit of a chill day on the Sunday, and just kind of, get our bearings with where we were, just get to know our property. We'd done a little food shop on the way there, and so we had enough provisions in. Ralph doesn't really like going out in the rain anyway, so we had kind of like quite a chilled day, but my husband's throat and stuff had started to get a bit worse. And then Monday it brightened up, and in fact we've had absolutely brilliant weather all week, apart from that one day on the Sunday. The weather was absolutely beautiful, so it's been really sunny and really quite warm actually. It's been lovely. And on the Monday we went into the nearest town, which is Aberavon, which is a really pretty little town. We just had a little wander around, and the beach there was mainly pebbly, but there was one little section that was a little bit sandy, so we went on there with Ralph and let him have a good kind of run around and in the water and stuff. But by Monday evening my husband started feeling worse, and then when he woke up Tuesday he was really quite poorly. So I went back to Aberavon on Tuesday to get some more sort of meds and stuff for him. So we'd picked some cold and flu tablets and stuff up on the was it the Monday? Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, I went and picked them up on the Tuesday. I popped back in there and picked up all the meds and everything that he needed. And I also picked up a couple of COVID tests just to double check, and lo and behold, it came back positive. So yeah, we were a bit gutted, to be honest. So he came down with COVID. He had actually gone into Birmingham 2 days before we went away. He'd gone into Birmingham to do a property inspection, and he had a meeting there as well. And he doesn't go out on sort of inspections that often, and it just so happened 2 days before our holiday he had to go and do one, and ended up, it must have been where he picked up COVID, because he hadn't been anywhere else. So I have now banned him from any inspections or work related stuff out of the house anytime we go on holiday in future. So we've had 2 holidays this year, which I know is quite lucky, for a lot of people don't always get a lot of holidays, but we've had 2 breaks away this year. Obviously this week in Wales, and then we had earlier in the year for my birthday we went to Turkey, and both times either one or both of us have been ill, so we've not actually had a holiday where neither of us have been well this year, unfortunately. So yeah, that kind of scuppered our plans a little bit this week. I kind of went into Aberystwyth on my own on one of the days and had a little wander, had a little sort of wander around some of the shops, and picked up some more provisions and stuff for us. And then we kind of took it sort of easy. So we had a whole week planned of stuff that we wanted to do. And what were some of the things? We wanted to go down to Cardigan Bay, which was about a 45-minute drive from where we were staying. We never got there in the end. It was just a little bit too far to go. My husband just wasn't feeling well enough to kind of do that sort of travel, so we didn't end up going there. And then we would also potentially plan to visit Devil's Bridge, and then there was kind of like some nice walks and stuff around there. Well, we didn't do that either because that was also a little bit of a drive. So we kind of just stuck fairly local. We ended up going to Tresaith Beach on one of the days, which was absolutely beautiful. So I will pop a couple of pictures in just so that you can see our sort of experience. But the beach, it was quite a big open beach. It wasn't overly busy there. There's not a lot in the town other than I think there's one pub overlooking the beach. That's pretty much it. There wasn't even any kind of any convenience shops or anything there at all, so it was very quiet, and we had a big expanse of beach to kind of walk on and Ralph to run around on. And then there's quite a well-known waterfall on that beach as well, which we really wanted to see, so that was a really nice thing to do. And we just did that for a couple of hours in the afternoon. I think that might have been Wednesday or Thursday, possibly Thursday. It was when my husband just started, Wednesday I think. He sort of started to feel slightly better, but he wasn't 100%. We did have a little bit of an issue there. We just planned on going for a couple of hours just to the beach, let Ralph have a run around and then come back again. And unfortunately, we had an issue where our car decided when we were going to leave, our car decided that it would have no power, and we ended up having to call the AA and then sit for about an hour and a half and wait for them to arrive. So that wasn't very helpful, but because by then my husband's tablets had kind of worn off and he was starting to feel a bit unwell again. So yeah, it was kind of going from bad to worse really at points on the holiday. And then the following day, the Thursday, we went off to Newquay. So I'd heard that it was a really nice little town. It was about half an hour drive from where we were staying, so it wasn't too far. So again, we sort of had a relaxing morning, and then we headed off there in the afternoon. So and then we decided to come home Friday because our checkout time for Saturday was 10 a.m, and with my husband not feeling 100%, we didn't want to have to get up really early and kind of rush around, pack up all the car and stuff, so we decided to head back Friday afternoon so that we could have a little bit more of a leisurely drive home, and kind of pack the car in the morning and just kind of chill out a little bit more. So that is what we did, and we got home about 5:30 Friday evening. So yeah, I'm sort of recording this today on Saturday, and I did take quite a few me maids with me on holiday, but because of some of our plans changing and also the weather ended up being much warmer than we were expecting, I didn't get to wear all of the things I took, so I did actually pack some kind of warmer clothes, some of my Adrienne Visco jersey type tops, but it was just too warm to wear them, to be honest. So I'd packed a few of my new Naya t-shirts, which I'd finished sort of the week previous. So I think I must have worn about 4 or 5 of those in the end, and I kind of alternated them with either jeans, ready-to-wear jeans, or I also took my newest Pietra shorts, and a few of my t-shirts kind of went with those shorts. So I'll just pop a couple of pictures in here of the sort of things that I wore, but basically I mainly wore Naya tees, as I said, with either my Pietra shorts or some ready-to-wear jeans. And then I wore, I think coming home Friday, I wore my Oola shirt, my sort of white one, and I just wore that with jeans and just a little vest top underneath, and kind of had it kind of half open. So yeah, it was all fairly sort of easy breezy kind of, with a few sort of dog walks and stuff. I didn't want to, I couldn't really bring anything too sort of fancy. I did bring my Avenir jumpsuit with me, which I have recently finished. I'm not sure if I shared that in my last week's vlog, so I might grab that in a minute and show you if you haven't already seen it. But I did take that with me, and then there wasn't really the right opportunity to wear that in the end, so I didn't wear it, unfortunately. Today I'm not actually wearing anything me made, so apologies for that, but this is just a ready to wear t-shirt that I've just kind of shoved on today, and I've just got some ready to wear shorts on with it as well, so nothing me made to share with you today. And one thing I forgot to share in my last vlog, actually, that I just wanted to mention, I was recently gifted a couple of patterns. So there's a lady called Libby at Cutting Edge Patterns, and she got in contact with me a few weeks ago and asked me if I'd be interested in making up one of her patterns, or receiving one of her patterns to make up. I haven't had chance to make up the pattern as yet, but she basically said to me, you know, she's got I think she's just got these two patterns out at the moment, so I'll pop a picture in of both of them. So one of them is the Oola jumpsuit undress, and the other one is the pineapple dress or top. So she said, have a look, see which one you like, and then I will send it to you for free, no obligation to share, but you know, I'd really love for you to give it a go and see what you think. So I chose the dress and top, and then she actually came back to me and said, do you know what, I'd really love to gift you both patterns. So that was really lovely of her, actually. So yeah, as I say, I'll share a couple of pictures of them here, but she has also very kindly given me a discount code for my viewers. So it's a 40% off code. So what I will do is I will link the patterns and her Etsy shop below, and I will put the discount code in. If I manage to put it up here on the screen, I will do that. But the discount code she gave me is INSTA40, so INSTA 40, and that will get you 40% off of the patterns also. So if it's something that you're interested in, have a look and see if you like the look of them. I'm yet to sew them up. I wouldn't mind giving the jumpsuit pattern a go, but I think the dress might be quite summery, so that might be one for possibly next summer now, because I think we're sort of, I'm starting to think of autumn projects now. So, but yeah, if you're interested, have a look, and you'll get 40% off of those patterns. So so yeah, as I mentioned, I'm starting to think of autumn winter plans now, finally. I wasn't quite ready to sort of leave the summer sewing, but I think now that I've kind of made the bits that I took away on holiday, like those few t-shirts and stuff, now my holiday is over, I feel like I'm kind of ready to start thinking about my autumn winter makes. I do actually have quite a long list of things that I want to make, and I know that I'm not going to get them all done this autumn winter, because they're probably quite ambitious plans. Now, I'm not going to go through a whole list of everything, because I think that would just make this video far too long. Items that are kind of at the top of my list are first of all is a skirt. So I actually recently joined Closet Core Crew subscription, so I paid like the annual subscription, and you then get a monthly pattern from them, and the latest pattern that came out for that actually really appeals, and it is called the slate skirt. I'll pop a picture of it in here. Now, this is mainly denim, but I think you can make it in other fabrics as well, but I quite like to make this in a denim. I have got quite a few denims in my stash, and I haven't quite decided which one I'm going to use yet. But I really like the look of this skirt because quite a lot of denim skirts have like a fly and a button front and a zip front, and I find them quite bulky on my stomach because I've got a little bit of a tummy. I quite often find that the like the button will dig in, and I kind of find them sometimes a bit uncomfortable, and I really like those kind of denim style skirts, but they don't always flatter me, and they don't always feel that comfortable on me. But what I really liked about this skirt is it's completely flat fronted, and it's got a nice little slit up the front, and then it's got a zip at the back, and I quite like that because I think it would be a little bit more flattering being flat, kind of flat fronted. So I'm really quite keen to give that one a go, and I think with autumn and then coming into winter, with some tights and some boots, and then a nice either nice top or jumper or something over the top, I think that would be a really nice kind of autumnal look. So that's quite high up on my list of things that I want to get made. I'd really love to give the Style Arc bob pants a go. So I've had the pattern for actually a couple of years now, maybe even longer. I can't even remember when it came out, but I've had the pattern a long time and I've just never made it up. And I've seen recently a few versions sort of circulating again. People have started making it, and it's kind of got me wanting to make a pair now. I actually didn't realise that they were elasticated waist. For some reason, I thought they were kind of proper fitted trousers, and I think that's why I'd possibly previously shied away from them. But I actually realised recently that they are in fact elasticated waist, and I think they would be quite a simple sort of little make. Being that I work from home quite a lot, I think they would be sort of quite a comfy but smartish make. So I'm really quite keen to have a go at those. And another dress on my list is the Style Arc Hope dress, and that has been on my list for quite a while. I just never got around to making it up until now, but I really want to make one of those. And then I'd really love to make another of the Nomi ME 2016, which I've made one previously in a viscose, but I've had on my list since last winter a needle cord version, and I bought a needle cord last year which is in a beautiful sort of burnt orange colour, and I really want to get that made up this year because I didn't get around to making that up last year. So they're kind of, I think they're my sort of initial immediate plans. That may change slightly. I don't tend to always stick to exact plans. New things come in, or new fabrics come in that I kind of want to make up. So yeah, we'll kind of see what happens there, but they're sort of at the forefront of my mind really. So yeah, as I mentioned, I did finish my Avenir jumpsuit, and I'm just gonna grab that quickly, so just bear with me a second. Okay, so here is my finished Avenir, and this is the viscose poplin fabric that I bought from Pound Fabrics that I saw Sarah from Sarah Styled. She had bought this and I really liked the look of it, so I decided to also purchase the same fabric, and then there you go, you can see the trouser part. I'll pop in a couple of pictures of me wearing these because it's easier to see in the photo. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the jumpsuit, and I think I'll probably get quite a lot of wear from that. I don't think that will be my last Avenir. I've probably got a couple more planned, because it's just such a nice, easy garment to wear really, and secret pyjamas. So and then obviously I mentioned that I'd finished quite a few Naya t-shirts, so I'd kind of made those before I went away. I think there were 7 in total, and I got them all finished. I didn't take them all with me because only being away for a week, I didn't need that many. But I think I did actually wear about 5 while I was away. and then plus one I made as kind of like a pyjama top from double gauze, and I also wore that sort of for my pyjamas. So yeah, and I will pop as I said, if I haven't already, I'll pop some pictures in here of me kind of wearing them and some of my holiday kind of snaps. So other than those things, I do have quite a few fabrics here actually I wanted to share with you today. So I thought I would sort of run through those. So the first one I'm going to show you is, you've probably already seen this from a few people, but Fabric Godmother had a new drop recently. I think they called it, is it Wild Cats or something like that? But they had a new drop of fabrics, and this one really caught my eye. So I just purchased one of them, and it is this one. So this is a viscose lawn, so it's very lightweight. I think possibly very see-through, because you can probably see some of the tigers through it from the bit behind. I'll just open it out a little bit to show you. So this is, yeah, see, it is quite fine. So I'm not sure, I may need to line that if I'm going to make a dress with it. I did actually buy 3 meters of this, purely because I just love the colours, and I know I'm not a massive kind of pink person, but I really like this bright orange, and I think the pink just really stands out with that. So haven't decided what I'm going to make with that yet. So maybe some kind of a dress, or maybe a blouse, or maybe even a couple of different tops. I'm not sure with that yet, but I just loved it so much. So that was my first purchase. And then this one has been on my wish list for quite a long time actually, and I saw that Fleurateurs was selling it as a kit with some Pigeon Wishes buttons, and it is this fabric. So this is a viscose, and there was some buttons that came with it. Now I think the kit was for 2 meters, and then she said if you wanted, or it's either 1.5 meters or 2 meters, but if you wanted extra fabric, then if you just add on the extra fabric that you wanted, she'll cut it in one piece. So I actually purchased 2.5 meters of this one, and I just love these colours, and I think this would make a really beautiful dress for autumn. So I might potentially use that for one of my kind of up and coming projects. But yeah, I think that's really nice colours. So there was that one. Oh, and the other one I got from Fabric Godmother was this one. I should have shared this one after the tigers, but this, as you can see, is quite a big chunk of sweatshirting. So I'm just going to show you, open it out a little bit and show you the back of it. So this is the front, and then if I turn it around, this is the back, and as you can see, it's really soft and fluffy. Now I turn it on the side and it is really quite thick, which is why this piece actually looks really quite chunky, and it's because the fabric is really thick. So this is actually called super thick sweatshirting. Now I've bought 2 meters of this, and there is quite a lot here. I think it's very wide. It's obviously a lovely bright tomatoey red, and I did actually buy the matching ribbon to go with this, so I think this is going to make a really cozy snuggly sweatshirt. So I'm not sure what pattern I'm going to use for this yet. I mean, I do have plans to make a Myland sweater with some panda fabric that I've got, but whether I make a Myland with this as well, well, this is almost like a pillow. You could just lay your head on it. Maybe I should just use it as a pillow. But yeah, I need to decide what sweatshirt pattern I'm going to use for that, but I think that's going to be like really super warm for the winter. And then I picked up a couple of fabrics from Lamazi. Ordered these while I was away, and they arrived today, I think. Yeah, this morning they arrived. So the first one, I'm just looking at my notes so that I can tell you which ones I've got. So the first one I've got is this, and this is called Fantasy in Sunset, and it is a viscose jersey. So it's a really pretty kind of autumnal colours, and I've just got 1.5 meters of this, and I thought this would make a nice top. So possibly either something like one of the Tilly and the Buttons patterns, like long sleeve top, possibly even another Adrienne, although I've got quite a few of those now. But I think this would just be a nice kind of long sleeve top that I can use for layering under other things, but I just love those kind of autumnal colours. So I got that one. Then I got 1 meter of this blue, and this is their Essential Chic jersey, and this is what I made some of my other Naya t-shirts out of, and it was so soft and such lovely quality, and it's just a cotton jersey, and this one is called Sailor Blue, and I thought the blue in this went really well with the blue in my tomato shorts. So I just bought 1 meter of this basically just to make a t-shirt to go, another t-shirt to go with those shorts basically. And then they had some, to be honest, they've got lots of fabrics coming in at the moment. They've got so many beautiful fabrics, but there was one particular one that kind of jumped out, and it is this. I'll just open it out a little bit so that you can see. Is that the right way up? I'm not sure, maybe that way. So basically the colours in this I just really loved. So that bright blue background, and I love this kind of lime or chartreuse kind of colour, and basically they sold out of this, and I kept umming and ahhing because I thought, is it me, is it, I'm not sure. It's very kind of floral, but I just loved the colours, and then it sold out and I was really gutted. So I messaged them and I said, are you getting any more? And they said, we've actually we're not sure if we're able to get some more, but we've actually just listed a remnant piece, and this was 0.8 meters. And so I decided to jump on and just purchase the remnant piece, because I thought I can just about get a t-shirt out of that. I think I can get the Naya tee out of that, because I can generally get it out of less than 1 meter. So I think 0.8 meters of this will be enough for that. So yeah, I just really love the colours in that. So I got that piece. And then First for Fabrics have been sharing some fabrics this week, and one of them jumped out at me, which I purchased, and it is this one. So I'll just open this out so you can see the colours a little bit more. But this is also a viscose jersey, so you can tell I'm getting into my autumnal kind of planning. And I think they've got a couple of colourways of this, and in fact Simple Life Fabrics have also got this fabric, which I've sort of had my eye on, which is in a purple colourway, and I think First Fabrics have got this, and I think more of a pink or orangey kind of colourway, but I really love this sort of turquoisey greens and the dark green here and the blues and stuff. And some of these colours were in my sort of colour palette, including this kind of peachy colour, so I thought that would be really nice, a really nice top for autumn. And it's quite unusual kind of design. They call it marble. I think it is, yeah, it's just a marble viscose jersey, and I just bought 1.5 meters, and I'm going to make probably a long sleeve top for the autumn in that as well. So they are most of the fabrics that I'm going to share with you. Oh, and I've got 3 more to share with you, and these are from Rainbow Fabrics. So they had a denim drop recently, and the day of the release I actually popped on and purchased 3 of their denims, because I thought these would be good for making some more jeans, which I really want to have another go at, because I'd really like to kind of try and nail the fit a little bit more. But I also thought maybe that skirt that I was talking about might be suitable for one of these. So the denims that I picked up, they they were all on offer. I think for the first 48 hours they were all £7.99 a metre, and I also had a code for 30% off, so I managed to get them quite reasonable. So the first one I got was this one, which is what did I get, 2 meters of this, and this is shadow grey it's called, and this is it's actually quite a lightweight denim. Just bear with me a second, sorry about that. Ralph was wanting to go underneath his duvet. Can't really see him because he's literally right under, but he's just got his little nose is poking out, that's about it. But when he wants to go under, he kind of paws at it until you get up and kind of lift it up, and then he goes under. So that's what I needed to do, so sorry about that. Yeah, so going back to these denims, the first one I got was this, which is called slate grey, no sorry, shadow grey this is, and I got 2 meters of this. I think it's fairly wide. There's absolutely no stretch to this, but it's actually really quite fine. Almost has, I think it almost has a little bit of kind of drape to it. Maybe not really, but it's, yeah, it's quite a lightweight denim. So I don't know if that would be suitable for trousers. I mean, maybe the bobs could be quite good in this, because I think the bob pants suit more of a lightweight, sort of lighter weight fabric. I've seen a few people make in a viscose. This is obviously a little bit thicker than a viscose, but it's by no means like a thick denim, so that could work. It might be suitable even for the skirt that I want to make, and possibly even a kind of a pinafore dress, or some kind of a wintry dress. So yeah, I mean, maybe even the Fabric Godmother flare dress could be good. I'd really like to make the dress version of that, which I haven't made yet. I mean, I've only got 2 meters of this, but I've only bought 2 meters because it's quite wide. I think it was 160 wide possibly. So yeah, a couple of options there, so I have to have a think, but possibly the Fabric Godmother one, because if I do that sleeveless, then I could then use some of these jerseys to make the long sleeve tops to go underneath, so there'll be a few different kind of options there. So I mean, you know, that would go quite nicely as a top underneath that, or you know, some of the others, so we'll see. Yeah, that could be an option. And then the next one I got was this one, which is, this is a really nice blue, and they called this one jeans blue, and this is actually a stretch denim. So I bought 3 meters of this because this one wasn't quite as wide as the others. So I'll just show you, it's got quite a bit of stretch to it, and it's a really kind of typical blue jean kind of colour. So yeah, it's a really nice colour, and I think possibly that might make a nice pair of jeans, if I'm honest. That does feel like, you know, proper. It's got a little bit more structure than the grey version, and it feels more like a proper denim. So possibly, you know, a pair of jeans or a pair of trousers made into jeans would be good for that. And then I also got this one, which is called slate blue. So it's a little bit more of a muted blue, so you can see the difference in colour between them. So it's kind of slightly lighter, and I don't know if you can sort of see the colour in it that well. Yeah, probably. And this is also a proper sort of slightly thicker denim, maybe 10 ounce, maybe 8 to 10 ounce, I guess. I can't remember. This one has absolutely no stretch to it, so you have to have a think about what pattern I use those for. I mean, I've got quite a few denims in my stash now. I've kind of been buying a few on and off, so I really need to kind of get making some jeans. I kind of live in jeans quite a lot, so I think I've been sort of stashing a few different denims and stuff with various different jeans or trousers in mind, and I think I just need to start making them up. And being that I got these quite reasonable, I could possibly use them to kind of try and get the fit right on a couple of pairs before I cut into some of the other denims that I've got maybe. So yeah, they're kind of like they're all of the fabrics that I wanted to share with you today. Yeah, just having a little think about some of my plans really. So if you've got any thoughts on anything I should use or any patterns that I should use on any of those fabrics, then please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Obviously I've shared those 2 patterns today that I've got the discount for, so if you like the look of those, then feel free to go and grab those and use the discount code. But yeah, other than that, I don't think I've got anything else to share with you today. I will be back again next week with my usual vlog, and I will have a few other things to share. Oh yeah, one other thing I completely forgot to mention. So I was talking about on my last vlog that I was making something as a surprise for a birthday present, but I couldn't really talk too much about it, and it was actually something I was making for my sister. So her birthday was last weekend. Unfortunately I kind of missed it because we were traveling away on our holiday, but I was making her a bag. So I made myself a Harrelson bag by Noodlehead recently. In fact, I'll just grab mine and then I'll quickly show you mine. So if you haven't already seen, this is the version that I made, and to be honest, since I've made it, I've been wearing it a lot. I use it all the time. So this is the back. I bought this one as a kit from First for Fabrics, and basically came with everything apart from this. Didn't come with this lock on the front. I bought that as separate because there's different options for, I think on the pattern you have like a bit that connects here on the bag, and I didn't really like that, so I put this on instead. But it's got this lovely animal print lining in. I've got some stuff in my bag already because I've been using it, but I put these extra labels inside, and then you've got an inside pocket here, and obviously the pocket on the back. So anyway, I'd previously made mine, and my sister saw this and she said, "Oh, I love that." She said, "Would you make me one?" And I said, "Oh, to be honest, I don't think I'm going to get time to do it, because I had quite a few other things sort of on, and then obviously with my holiday and stuff, I didn't think I would get time to do it." But then the more I thought about it, I thought, do you know what, I might give it a go and see if I can make her one. So I didn't tell her, and I basically got everything cut out, and I started making it up sort of after work each evening over I think over about a week or a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I managed to get it made up. So I kind of gathered together all of the bits and pieces, and I'm just fiddling about with my bag. But I managed to get together all of the components for it, and I think I had most of the stuff already in my stash, apart from I didn't have enough of this outer fabric. So I ordered some of this, and I found some on, I think it was just Pound Fabrics actually, and it was really nice quality. It was pretty much identical to this, but inside I decided to do a different fabric inside. So bear with me a sec. So the fabric that I decided to put inside hers is this, and it's a really lovely like cotton fabric that I picked up from First for Fabrics. Now this is not my usual sort of style because of the colour pink, but I saw when they shared this a little while ago, I kind of just picked up a metre of it, and I thought, you know, that would be really good for bag making, and I think I must have just had in the back of my mind, you know, possible future gifts and things. And so I kind of just bought a metre of it to put away in my bag making stash. And then when I made this bag for my sister, I put this fabric inside it because her favourite colour is pink. So I thought actually this would be perfect. And then it's got this gold, sort of bits of gold in it here. And it kind of went really well with the, I had some of this cork left, and it's got, I don't know if you can see, but it's got bits of gold in it. You can just see. And that kind of picked up the gold in that. And then I just used all the same kind of gold hardware and stuff. And then her pockets inside, so like the pocket at the back of mine has the animal print, but hers I did this inside, so she's got all her pockets and the inside and everything in the pink. And my mum took it to her last weekend and gave it to her, and I said to my mum, could you try and video her opening it, because obviously I'm not going to be there to see her opening it. And so she sent me a video while I was away, and I think there were a few sort of happy tears, and she was really pleased because she obviously didn't know that I was gonna do it. It was a nice surprise. So I will pop a couple of pictures of that in here so that you can see the finished bag. Obviously don't have it here to share with you because she's already got it, and hopefully she is using it. So yeah, that was the kind of secret project that I was making, which I couldn't previously share, but now obviously I can share. So yeah, that was actually really nice to do. I did have a couple of issues with it because maybe I was rushing it to get it finished, I don't know, but I ended up putting there's a welt pocket, the pocket inside is kind of like a welt pocket, and I did it completely round the wrong way and had to unpick the whole thing, which was a bit of a nightmare. I was a little bit stressed about it, but thankfully it turned out okay and I managed to rectify it. And I think there was one other thing that went wrong, which I can't remember what it is, but the rest of it came together okay in the end, thankfully. Yeah, and it turned out really nicely. So yeah, that was the other thing that I got finished just before I went on holiday. So yeah, that was everything that I wanted to share with you today. So probably a little bit of a longer vlog than normal, but I hope you have enjoyed hearing all about my holiday escapades and all the dramas and stuff that we had. I know all of the chat at the beginning wasn't necessarily sewing related, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update, share some of the things I've been making, some of the things I've been wearing on holiday, some of my plans, up and coming plans, and obviously all the fabrics that I've shared with you. So a little bit of a bumper episode today, but I hope you have enjoyed that, and I shall be back again next week with another Sunday sewing catch up. And in the meantime, I hope you have a good week and you get some good sewing in, and I shall catch up with you again next week. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and speak to you again soon. Bye!